Greetings, everyone. Kevin Harlan here alongside my partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you join us. The fans here in Philadelphia ready to cheer on their 76ers in this interconference matchup. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
And they'll come into this one with some confidence. Last season, they swept the season series, winning both matchups.
And courtesy of State Farm, the starting group for the Rockets. Number one, in at point guard. Scola out there with Terrence Williams. Then there's Hasheem Thabeet, and it's Martin in at the two guard. And for the 76ers, Brand and Spates are in the middle. Iggy and Young run the wings, and it's Holiday in at the point. And here are the Rockets now. Here's Young. Young with the steal. The steal. Outside, Martin. Number one, guarded by Holiday. Gets it to go. Both of these teams, Clark, battled for playoff spots in their conference.
Kevin, every game is big to a team on the edge of playoff contention, Kevin. That's a whole different mindset than either of the extremes. The end of your season is kind of like a mini playoff in and of itself.
Number one makes it off the glass.
He's not the tallest guy around, but boy, can he score in the post. Some guys just have that knack, and he's certainly one of them.
Outside Holiday. Iguodala outside. Clock at 6. Williams pitch. And the jam with Iguodala. Let's see that again on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Come on now, I didn't see. Can you believe that finish? Boy, a little bit of flair and flavor at the end of it.
Oh, that'll be a fan favorite, all right.
That was not your average typical dunk.
Outside Holiday. Young with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with, and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
Here's Iguodala after Terrence Williams scored. Good on the shot.
He is truly a special offensive talent, and he's always going to cash in on those kind of chances.
Really good turnaround season for the 76ers a season ago, and I thought one of the reasons they were able to be successful was they established their home court.
Number one. Oh! And he bangs it home with one hand.
That was a ferocious Facebook finish.
It's easy to forget he plays the point, isn't it?
Well, he still looks to pass first, but if nothing's there, he will not hesitate to take it up strong to the hoop.
Here's Holiday. The Rockets making the shot. Back to the 76ers, just a much better team at home last year.
Yeah, and I think so. Part of that was the maturity of their younger players, but also the leadership of Doug Collins. Their play at home, a big reason why they were able to get to 500 on the year after a really slow start and get back to the playoffs.
Yeah, they began 3-14.
That's right.
Yeah. Tough start for them, but they certainly cashed in later on. Here's Holiday. Last time out, he had 14 points. Stolen by Martin.
Great defensive work right there. The quick hands lead to the turnover.
From outside the arc, no luck. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Now, the result may have been different if they had just gotten a few of those three-pointers to fall, but they just weren't going in for them that game.
Well, I think they fell in love with the three-pointer too much, quite honestly. They depended on that shot when things were open inside for them, and they failed to look in there. Doug Collins was just what the 76ers needed, it seemed, as he was able to turn them around from a lottery team and get them back into the playoffs. Guys, that's what he does. I mean, he excelled at getting to the rim.
And Holiday kicks to Young. Brand, a screen on Williams. And Spates backing in. Blocked. Rockets leading by 3. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
No problem finishing there.
You know, those are painful to give up, Steve.
Here's Holiday. About 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Back to Doug Collins. He brings a more deliberate approach to his teams, and I think, Steve, teams kind of like that change of pace a little bit. Doug's a great teacher.
He sure is, and I thought the 76ers really benefited from Doug's presence last year. He gave them some structure, he gave them an identity, and by the...
Oh!
Well, that's a dunk you will not see very often. You won't pass that one by.
No doubt about that.
I wish he would, though. Can never see too many of those.
Martin against Iguodala. Covered by Martin. Good work defensively by Martin.
I tell you what, against one of the...
Oh!
Another bucket there, trying to extend this lead, guys.
I like what they're doing. I mean, putting together a run here, building that lead. They could get to the finish line comfortably.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, the Rockets, like a lot of Western teams, really took advantage of their schedule versus the Eastern Conference. They went 18-12 versus Eastern Conference foes.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Craig Brackens comes in for Elton Brand. And Nocioni subbed in for Thaddeus Young. And the Rockets also making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Swiped it away.
Now, the defender was so close to him on that pump fake that he just took the ball out of his hands. Good team effort here, and that's what's gotten them this double-digit lead.
You know, I tell you what, Steve, the way they've come out here in the first quarter, they might blow them out of the water.
Iguodala kicks to Holiday. Six on the shot clock. Iguodala against Williams. The 76ers with another miss. And the Rockets playing against the East. Steve, you just told us those nice records, those nice wins they had. They really took advantage of that, Clark.
Yeah, they did. The Eastern Conference is tough at the top, but it still has probably almost twice as many bad teams as the West does. I mean, you look at it and you see the number of teams over 500 in the West. There's 2 or 3 teams don't make the playoffs in the West with better than 500 records. And the Rockets know they needed every win they could get, and they didn't overlook anybody for the most part.
And you have to like the way they've started out offensively.
Yeah, I like the way they put together basket after basket, consecutive hoops, and as a result, they put together a nice lead here.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, guys, after 4 seasons with Coach Adelman at the helm, the Rockets front brass decided to go in a new direction this offseason. A little bit surprising because of Rick Adelman's respect and success around the league. A bold move for a franchise, not afraid to think differently. I think Adelman did a great job helping that team overachieve, though.
Poked away.
And look at how quickly he got his hands in the way of that pass.
Up and in on the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night. And Steve, you know, Adelman wasn't in favor of the new direction that the front office wanted to go with the Rockets.
Well, that disagreement had to be a big reason they parted ways, because the front office was not very specific about exactly what they wanted to do. But I guess we'll find out soon enough here in the years to come.
Rockets leading by 13. Number 1, guarded by Holiday. High post try, buries the jump shot. 20 points for him.
Boy, a fast start here. Their offense has been very impressive.
Yeah, they're making their own luck, Clark, really playing with a purpose offensively.
Iguodala. Spates, covered by Hayes. On the wing, Iguodala. He dishes it to Spates. The fader. The Rockets pull it in. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And the key to that game for them was the number of turnovers they were able to cause, really playing stifling defense.
Well, turnovers do a couple of things. One, they take away chances for the offensive team that's turning it over. And two, they increase chances for the defense that's forcing the turnovers. So that's a double-edged sword when you've got turnovers. They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. Well, they've got the big lead early. We'll see if they can continue this momentum.
Yeah, you know, guys, they've been strong on both ends of the floor so far, and I think they can keep it up.
Shoots the three, and that one's good. 25 points in the game.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Here's Holiday. No good again that time.
That's exactly where they wanted to go with the ball, even though he didn't finish.
Here's Scola.
You know, Scola came to the Rockets a few years back from the Spurs. To think he could have been on that roster, man, that's really scary, boy.
The free throw drops for Scola. Some changes for Philadelphia. Eldon Brands checked in for Craig Brackens. Young comes in for Nocioni. And it's Turner in for Andre Iguodala. Houston also making some changes. Hasheem Thabeet, he's checked in for Hayes. Budinger checks in for Terrence Williams.
They're getting whatever they want in the paint early on.
Well, doing work inside, that's why they've been able to build the lead. They've been playing smash mouth basketball. I really like the fact, guys, that Philly was able to battle their way back into the playoffs last season and just ended up running into a very focused and supremely talented Miami Heat team.
Back to that playoff series you were talking about, Clark. Philly gave it their best, but Miami just had too much power for them. They did win a game in Philadelphia on that Sunday afternoon. I think it was Easter Sunday, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Nice win for Doug Collins and those Sixers. But, Steve, this is just the beginning, I think, for the 76ers.
Yeah, I thought it was a great win for Philadelphia. Just winning that one game kind of validated what they accomplished during the regular season, and it sets the stage for what comes next. Showing no mercy, they are getting after them at both ends of the floor.
Continuing to add to the lead as the minutes tick away.
Right side Holiday. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one's good. Holiday's got 5. That will count, and that's not going to go. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Rockets ahead, running away with it.
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment.
This Friday, Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets take on Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers. The NBA season blasts off. Do not miss it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lopsided. Here's Holiday. He's got 5. Drops in the layup for 2. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. So it's Houston now. Iguodala with the steal, and so in the game for the Rockets. Number 1, he's in at point guard. Hasheem Thabeet is out there with Scola. Then it's Terrence Williams, and it's Martin in at the shooting guard position.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
And here's Holiday. He has 7. Up with it. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Holiday's got 9.
We've seen some great shooting from him today. They've got to lean on him a little bit more.
This 76ers squad is struggling. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Number 1. That 3 off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Beyond the arc. That's good. 33 points for him.
You figured it was just a matter of time before Mikal found his way back to a sideline. I mean, he just has too much love for the game and wanted to be in the middle of the action, so he couldn't stay away too long.
Spates sets a screen. The shot by Iguodala. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Iguodala's got 9. And he puts it down with authority. Spite slam cam for another angle.
They had a clear path to the hoop the whole way.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than that, Steve.
Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him. Dishes it to Spates. 13 feet out. Excellent D there for Scola. And here are the Rockets. Number 1, guarded by Holiday. Straight up. The shot, no good. Excellent D here by Iguodala. And here comes Holiday. He's got 9. Backing down his brand. Kevin Martin with the rebound. So it's Houston now. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
You know, guys, he's always looking for that open 3. I mean, that's his strength. And sometimes the best time to get the 3 is in transition.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, even though Philly got bounced early by the Heat last year, you have to think it was a very valuable learning experience for that team, especially as young as they are.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Hawes comes in for Maurice Spates. And Nocioni subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for the Rockets. Budinger checks in for Terrence Williams. Now Holiday. From 20 feet out. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Holiday. And that's 11 points for Iguodala. Back to what you said, Clark, about the 76ers.
Oh! Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
That's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
Outside Holiday. Martin against Iguodala. He kicks it to Hawes. No luck, and the Rockets go the other way.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Here's Iguodala. 11 points in the game. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And here are the Rockets now.
They're trying not to give the ball handlers any room.
Certainly not with the full court man-to-man.
Number 1, guarded by Holiday. For the 3, good D by Holiday.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Iguodala, the pass to Holiday. Back to Iguodala.
Here we go,
Shoots from the line. That shot's good from Hawes.
Pretty pass there, right where he needed to put it.
Houston in total control.
You know, you look at Andre Iguodala. Decided to go with a little trickery, went to the reverse. You got to love that.
We don't get to see too many of those.
Now, we got to savor that one for sure.
Let's go. The shot by Holiday, no good. Number 1, guarded by Hawes. Just 5 on the clock. The three, that's good. He has 45 points.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Spates checked in for Hawes. Young comes in for Nocioni. And it's Jody Meeks in for Andre Iguodala. Houston also making some changes. Hasheem Thabeet, he's checked in for Hayes. Williams comes in for Chase Budinger. And it's Lee in for Kevin Martin. 13 feet out. And it's in off the backboard. And that's 11 points for Drew Holiday. Houston in total control. Number one. And the layup is good. Here's Holiday. He's got 11. Another steal. And they're pushing it up.
Oh! There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
Here's Holiday. The fadeaway. Rockets with the rebound.
And this is why they have the big lead. The rebounding has been dominant.
You know, guys, the +8 rebounding, I don't think it tells the whole story. I mean, they've been the more physical team from the outset. That's been the difference, their physicality.
Looking to end the run. And no mistakes on the layup. Young's got 4 this quarter.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Here's Scola, and Houston again with the bucket.
Now, they read the defense perfectly that time.
Here comes Drew Holiday. He feeds it to Young. And there's the feed to Spates. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 13 points for Drew Holiday.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots.
Oh! Well, he took that one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill, impressive.
.106 left to play here in the half. Williams against Young. 6 to shoot. He's guarded by Williams. And there's the rejection. They have been really controlling this one.
Well, now's not the time to get complacent, though, Kevin. You've got to continue to put your foot on the gas pedal.
Lee outside. Scola. A 3-ball. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Now the 76ers with it. Meeks dishes to Spates. Outside Holiday. There's the dish to Meeks. Good if it goes. No good on that last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. And we'll be right back here in Philadelphia.
And it's a blowout underway in Philadelphia as we present the HP Halftime Report. I'm Damon Bruce. The Rockets red hot up to the break. They've been rock solid defensively, and with all those blocks, they've got the other team running for cover. Real nice contribution by Luis Scola, giving him a big lift. He's picked up half a dozen points and digging in on defense as well, putting in good work on. Utah with a loss to the Magic at Amp.
Sometimes I should have taken back this moment. These
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys. Here's Holiday. He's got 13. Holiday out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Elton Brand. Then it's Young. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Williams against Lowry. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Had a good look at the rim, though. That was poor defense.
And it's Iguodala picking him up. The 3 is launched. Rebound by Elton Brand. Brand's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
When you look at the Houston Rockets, always the Rockets have been a tough team on the road. I mean, last season, even though they missed the playoffs, they had the 11th best road record in the league at 18-23.
Here comes Drew Holiday. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. For the Rockets, Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. Patterson comes in for Terrence Williams. And it's Budinger in for Kevin Martin. A 3 off the inbound. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Well, when you think about the Rockets, such a scrappy team, Steve, are you surprised that they've been successful on the road?
Well, they're a tough team. They have smart veterans. They play hard every single night. So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, this is a club that's very capable. And I thought Rick Adelman did a nice job with that team, having them prepared and ready every night.
Rockets ball.
And here are the Rockets now, searching for that first bucket here in the 3rd. Patterson a screen on Williams. There's the 3. That's good.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half. Lowry really came into camp in great shape last year and took that starting point guard job from Aaron Brooks. And he really turned things on after the All-Star break. Had a great March and, in fact, won his first NBA Player of the Week during that month.
Clock at 4. With the clock winding down. No good. And the Rockets going the other way now.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Steve was just talking about Lowry, Clark. He really turned it on as the season winded down.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Last March, he averaged almost 20 points and 8 assists a game. I mean, those are big-time numbers, and he showcased what he can be with expanded playing time.
And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Now, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
Spates checked in for Philadelphia. Nocioni comes in for Drew Holiday. Feeds to Spates. Williams kicks to Brand. Back to Williams. For 3. That's good. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's just filling the stat sheet. I mean, what hasn't he done out there today?
Well, Steve, you know what we call a guy who fills the stat sheet, don't you? He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Blocked.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Number 1. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Anytime they've needed a hoop, he's taken over one shot after another. Boy, is he playing well.
Got a piece of it. Now here's Williams. From the top of the key. And yes, sir, that one drops. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. And here are the Rockets now. Following this one, they get to... And he flushes it through. Sprite Slam Cam with the replay.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
Man, they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish. And this careless play is a big reason why they're trailing in this game.
Yep, 5 points given up off turnovers this quarter, Steve. Those things add up.
Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Number 1.
First team foul. Checking in for the Rockets.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
That's as bad a miscue as you'll see. It's good to be thinking a few steps ahead, but you got to maintain some type of current awareness too.
Houston making some changes. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. Patterson comes in for Terrence Williams. And it's Budinger in for Kevin Martin. Patterson against Young. The pass to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Back to Young. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, that is not the guy they want to drive the lane in heavy traffic.
Number 1. And he converts the layup.
This has been an offensive explosion, guys. They are on fire.
How about a volcanic eruption, a flash fire? And defensively, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. They just hope that they cool off at some point.
Here's Iguodala. That falls. Nice feed that time from Antonio Daniels. Rockets on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. The leaner inside. Again, the Rockets score.
This is not what they wanted to let happen. They're just getting pounded inside.
Yeah, they are, Steven. I mean, they're just not making life difficult at all for scorers in the paint. I mean, that's an area that you've got to protect with force and aggressiveness, and we haven't seen it.
Gets it to go.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Steve, they are in complete control.
Well, everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there. But you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
Here's Holiday. He's got 13. 6 on the shot clock. Over Budinger. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And here are the Rockets now. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third.
Whoa! Now that's a special order right there.
Not everybody can cap off a dunk like that.
Yeah, very difficult maneuver, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
Guys, you look at how Philly did against the West last year, and they were able to hold their own against the toughest conference of the two.
And he completes the three-point play. Back to the 76ers. They have the tools to match up well with Western teams.
Well, they have a lot of speed and quickness on that roster, and that gives them the ability to guard wing players, to force turnovers, and to get out and run. So this is a team that has a lot of potential, Kevin.
Pause, no luck.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Puts up a 3. No good. Here's Patterson. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Rockets on top, just dominating this one.
The NBA season gathers momentum. Rudy Gay in the
So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark. Doris, take it away.
Hi, guys. Will you look at the Rockets? The spark has been from the good work at the point. His coach has enjoyed his production so far through the first 3 quarters, and he is very close to ending this game with a double-double. Will he hit that target? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Doris. Thank you. What a spark, Clark, he has given them.
Yeah, we've been watching him the whole game, and he's been all over the place.
I can't say enough about his efforts tonight, guys. He's really put his team on his shoulders today.
And here are the Rockets now. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Rockets. Number 1, he's in at the point. Budinger is out there with Hill. Then there's Lowry. And it's Lee in at the small forward. Takes it up. Holiday gets the bucket.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Rockets on offense. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I like what the Rockets have done with their roster. They've got a lot of talent, but in a league where superstars really put you over the top, that's one thing Houston has not been able to accomplish, finding a star player.
Steve is a GM formerly in this NBA with Phoenix. You know all about that, trying to get other players to come to your team. And last season, the Rockets certainly were in the mix for Carmelo Anthony. They've thrown their hat in the ring, Clark, trying to get some star players down there.
Yeah, they have, but, the right deal just didn't seem to present itself. They've said now they'll try to build around the pieces they have, but with that minutes crunch, no surprise to see them keep trying to land that big-time star.
Backing down is Brand. Kicks to Holiday. Good ball movement. Another shot, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. So it's Houston now. Lays out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Here's Williams. Tries it from the top of the key. Gets it to go. Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half. Number 1. Dunked hard with one hand.
You got to be willing to put a body in front of him there. Easy hoop.
But you know what? I don't blame him. That's a lot of body coming at him.
Here's Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
In a lot of ways, Kevin, Lou Williams had another good year, but took a step back in a couple of areas. The primary one was his shooting percentage. I think he took more bad shots last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Scola. Bill comes in for Terrence Williams. And it's Budinger in for Kevin Martin.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
And Young backs in. Number 1 is tagged with the reach. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Well, back to Williams. Clark was just talking about Lou. He shot so well in 2010, hitting 47% of his shots. But Steve then came back down to 40% again last year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to get back to that 47% range for Doug Collins and that Sixer team. I mean, he's a guy who is so important off the bench, but he's got to be more efficient with that jump shot for sure.
So it's Houston now. After the made shot from Evan Turner. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. So it's Houston now. A step back shot here. Good as the jump shot falls.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch. Yeah, easy bucket for him there.
And finish he did. Took it hard to the rim.
Now here's Williams. Guarded closely. Hits the bucket.
He's starting to pick up his game in this half.
So it's Houston now. And he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Turner passes to Young. Turner with it. Hill's there. Williams dishes to Hawes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And here are the Rockets now. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Williams from 11 feet away. Hill gets the rebound. Here's Houston now. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Turner. And he knocks down the first one.
Just perfection for them from the foul line in the second half.
Well, they haven't missed, and they look as cool and as comfortable as a baby in a nice bassinet. Every time they step up to the line, it's easy and relaxed.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Spates checked in for Hawes. Brand comes in for Evan Turner. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Antonio Daniels. And it's Holiday in for Lou Williams. There's the steal.
All these turnovers really hurting his team. He continues to give the ball away.
Fast break, here they come. And Holiday kicks to Young. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim.
Here is Lowry. Pass to Williams. Number 1. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brand. No good on the fast break pull-up.
Well, not a bad effort there.
He'll usually knock that one down.
They get it again. In for the dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best rebounders we've got, guys, and his finishing ability, second to none.
Well, his reputation precedes him in that regard, don't you think, Steve?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just standard stuff for him.
Another steal.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutively. Both times turnovers. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
Nah, Clark, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
Spates the pass to Holiday. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Drew Holiday came into the...
Taking 2 shots. Substitution.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. No good on the quick 3. We're talking about Drew Holiday here, and he promises to be a terrific player, especially a special player at the defensive end of the floor, Clark.
Excellent size and quickness, and pretty strong, too. A wiry kind of strong is Drew Holiday. He can really give other guards problems. I think both guards. He can defend points and shooting guards, and that makes him extremely valuable. And I think he likes defense. Well, he's certainly going to have to like it playing for Doug Collins.
He better. You are right there. He better. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Eldon Brand's checked in for Turner. Iguodala comes in for Antonio Daniels. And it's Holiday in for Lou Williams. The Rockets also changing it up. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Scola. Patterson comes in for Terrence Williams. And it's Budinger in for Kevin Martin. Number 1, guarded by Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
Shoots off the step back. Oh, no good. Another steal.
Outstanding D. Just poke that ball right away.
Number 1, the 3 won't fall. And they're moving it up. Iguodala offline. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.